So Frank Lampard's job is a big one at Chelsea. According to Shaka, we're now going to find out his 5 most important players for the upcoming season, his maiden as a Premier League coach. What a big year and what a big decision.
Yeah, it is. It's an unenviable task, especially after you lose Eden Hazard. You're now wondering who's going to pick up that mantle, who's going to make this team into one that can challenge at the top end of the Premier League. I'm going to start with Antonio Rudiger, who I think has been of the most consistent of Chelsea's centre-backs. I feel that he can step up, he can step into more of a leadership role and really make that back four his own. The back four needs a boss, and I think Rudiger is nicely poised to be that.
Okay, and we'll see where we go with number 4. Are you sticking to the defence or are you going elsewhere?
Now, I'm going elsewhere. I'm looking younger and I'm looking midfield. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who back half of last season established himself as more of a regular under Sarri, and I thought Chelsea as a team responded. I hope he keeps a hold of his spot. As a physical presence, I don't think they come any bigger. I think he's got incredible talent about him, just needs experience, needs minutes. I think he established himself in this team. He can be huge for Frank Lampard.
He's already declared that he wants to commit his future as well. Wow. So next, you tell me, are you going then for an attacker?
I am. I'm just about the only striker they've got in Olivier Giroud. And why I have him in as number 3, and this comes with an asterisk because I have a feeling that if things work out in Chelsea's favour, one of the first departments they're going to look to fill is a out-and-out goal scorer. Giroud has not been that for quite some time, in either the blue of Chelsea or the red of Arsenal. But he has provided good link-up play. He has provided that physical presence in the box. If he can add goals, that is huge for Chelsea, which is why I have him as high up as I do. I just don't think he's delivered in the way that Chelsea have been hoping and probably Frank Lampard needs.
Well, they play to his strengths, that's the big question, right? So 2 more spots. No shortage of talent.
None at all. And number 2, I'm going to go N'Golo Kante, who for me, without question, the best defensive midfielder in the game today, bar none. I have him not at one at number 2 because we know his talents, we know what he can do, we know what he gives. I hope that Lampard, unlike Sarri, plays him in his best position. I think he provides that. If he provides that that defensive block in front of that back four, that protection that Chelsea needs, again, Chelsea can go back to what they do best in keeping clean sheets and winning games that way.
Okay, creatively.
Yes.
Where are we going?
Big one here. Another player who was looking for the exit door, maybe could have left in January, saw a whole lot more minutes back end of the season, and then that injury. I feel that outside of Eden Hazard, Callum Hudson-Odoi, without question, the most exciting talent on Chelsea's books. Maybe he's the player that becomes the focus for them in the absence of Eden Hazard. I was a little bit disappointed to see him go down injured back end of the season. I thought he was a perfect balance to Eden Hazard. Maybe he can now be the focus. If he delivers on that promise, if he gets the minutes, without question, Callum Hudson-Odoi can be Chelsea's most important player next season.
When he's fit, do you see him being a number 1 choice ahead of someone like Pulisic, who they play big money for?
Yes, without question. I still think there are a lot of questions about Christian Pulisic. What we've seen, it's always difficult, moving leagues, adjusting, regardless of international reputations. But what we've seen from Callum Hudson-Odoi in a Chelsea shirt leaves me in no doubt that he would get the nod over Christian Pulisic.
Okay, it'd be a very exciting team, wouldn't it? Kante in his right position, Ruben Loftus-Cheek getting more minutes, Hudson-Odoi, the unknown quantity in some regards.
Just need Giroud to score some goals.
Giroud, come on, do it.
All right.
We'll see what happens.